You are even handling us. You are becoming even harder. You now become harder and worse than you were before this arrest. And you can arrest us today, tomorrow, and every day as you so wish. If that is what makes you happy, unhappy. That's what makes you happy. You can disobey the Constitution. You said when you are campaigning that you don't use the criminal justice system to fix your politics. But now see, since you don't have the people with you, you now are hiding behind police. These police are very few. They can't save you from the people of Kenya. We'll be there and we are coming for you. And you shall go home. Nothing will stop your journey from going home. Whether you arrest Kaguchia, whether you arrest John Methu, whether you arrest Kaguchia, or any one of us, we are ready. You can arrest 5 million Kenyans. We are not even speaking about the merits and the demerits of what your Kaguchia say, because that will be determined by court. What we are saying is that he has right to go home. This is not just another thing. We are not the ones that will give this order. This order has been given by a judge. If you can't obey a court order, which country are we? How is William Ruto running this country? First, he has a minister who sits in cabinet, a cabinet secretary for goons and state there. We have never seen something like that. Well done. That we have a cabinet secretary who is in charge of the National Police Service and is running a parallel militia of goons, and we are being chased by even goons here in the police station. We have never seen something like that. We have been told that the police station is being closed at 8 p.m. We have never had something like that, and people are still being brought in. By the way, you are not the police station is supposed to be closed, but people are still being brought in here. Some people are still living in this police station. We are not leaving until we have John permission. Whether you take us the whole night, we shall be here. And we are not leaving without John Kaguchia, because we hear that they want to harm him. So we will be here. If they are harming him, we are harming him. They are harming him in our presence. And if they want to give John Kaguchia company, we are here. We are many. We are like 7 members of parliament. They can arrest all of us, no problem. We don't worry. Don't worry. We shall be here and we shall start with our colleague.
Yeah, Mheshimiwa, there have been also a number of police officers who have been brought in. What is your take about that? Because by the time we were here during the day, we only had one vehicle of police officers, and right now we can see about 7 of them and full of police officers. Some of them who are actually covered in masks. What does that speak about the situation?
You know, we have always said that a police officer should be identifiable, and we have said that the people who have been attacking the people of Kenya are goons in police masks, but you have never seen them in a police station. I think this is the first time we are seeing this in a police station. You are in uniform and you are wounded. We have never seen that. You know the kind of levels that William Ruto is taking in this country are the lowest that we have ever seen. Surely, there is no way a police officer in full uniform can come covered. And so, how if there was leaders here, how do we know who did that? In a police station. Now, we are being told we have been harassed. Throughout this evening, we have been harassed. Oh, you have to leave this police station. We are not leaving. This is not Mukomen's house. If you go to Mukomen's house and chase us away, this is not his house. This is a public office, and we shall be here. We are taxpayers, and we are not living without John Kaguchia.
Earlier, your counterparts, including Wanjiku here, who is here, they actually talked about selective justice, where we have seen the member of parliament arrested, but we have seen other leaders who have also spoken in almost a badly insightful way. Of course, we have Aden Duale, who is the CS for Health, and other leaders, including the remarks by Farah Maalim sometime back during the Gen Z demonstration, and even Aaron Cheriot. And then your leaders are saying this could be selective justice. What is your take on that, Mheshimiwa, as we have that conversation?
I think let me allow the Honorable Wanjiku to just mention.
Selective justice has actually been applied to me, because you remember in the just concluded on Kalau by-election, I was told that I said people should not go to Kalau. Yet Moses Kuria had said he would bring 200 people in Kalau. So the IBC, the DCI did not hear Moses Kuria say so, but they heard Wanjiku saying they should not come. So selective justice has been applied in all manner of levels, but 2-3 things we want to tell Honorable Murkomen and Inspector General. One, he must declare to Kenyans tomorrow morning if at all he has changed the police uniform. Because if the police are operating without uniform, being hooded, without service numbers, then there must be a process that happened without Kenyans' participation, and now the police uniforms have been changed. We saw this also in Ontario. You can see them. Even here, you can see them. Even those who removed us from OCS office, saying that the police is not a hospital, it is now closed. They were also wounded. So I think the police uniform may have changed without Kenya's permission. Number two, the selective justice is there because we could have seen equal Subarus going to the Minister of Health to get Honorable Duale to the same DCI. We could have seen Subarus going to Arun Cheriot. We could have seen others getting Marasat and many other Kenyans. Why do you not say because the two wrongs can make a right, but you want to see everyone charged. But most importantly, if the court order was issued, then the OCS from this station tell us, I have received the court order, he stamped it, but take the cash bail at Central Police. Yet he's the one who is holding Honorable Kaguchia. Then the OCS at Central Police say, I do not hold the custody of John Kaguchia. The Kamukunji team should deal with their problems. Then we ask them to speak with the phone and all that, but we clearly see their powers from above. But that above, how above is it? Very soon it is going to collapse.
By the way, let me read the content of this order, so that you understand really there's no reason for putting a lot of information here. If you read number 5, and this is the order that was now granted by Judge Joking one, that I also grant the prayer, so the paragraph of the application. The applicant shall be released forthwith, and that is why I want you to underline forthwith. Unless I don't understand English, forthwith means that is immediate. From police custody upon a deposit of police cash bail in the sum of 100,000. You have 100,000. So why are they keeping it? The order says forthwith, immediately. And by the way, we are not even here to discuss about the merit, because you see, the merit of what Kaguchia is saying is not being determined by the OCS. That is a matter that will be before court. He will stand before court and he will say, this is exactly what I say, and this is exactly what I say. And the court will determine whether that was hate speech or not. That is something that is very secondary. What we are speaking about this evening is his right. His rights as a Kenyan. This is actually a constitutional right. He has a right to be released because this order, unless this is a piece of, to William Ruto and Murkomen, this is just a piece of paper. Surely, if such a straightforward, plain order of the court can be disabused, I mean, which country are we in? Which country are we in? Anyway, I want to also give forward the court of Kenya. You see this thing that is happening here? It's just happening for a very short while. This is actually increasing the anger of the people of Kenya. And we shall correct this mess. We are the people who brought William Ruto in, and we are the people who will remove him. So, for me, it's just for 1 year. We shall send this brutal regime home. And once we send him, then we can restore constitutional order, because we can see that we are in very bad space.
Our last question would be, have you gotten a chance to see Mheshimiwa Kaguchia this evening when you came with the order? And also, if we have seen the DCP party leader regarding a shop saying that they might sue the OCS if it does not stick to the order, is that the direction you're going to have?
Actually, we are suing we are moving to court tomorrow morning. Of course, because this is contempt of court, the person who is supposed to defend this order is the OCS. So you'll be personally held down. We are suing OCS Kipto tomorrow morning because it's not Murkomen who is holding John Kaguchia. It's him who has given the order, yes. But the person who bears the responsibility is the OCS. And I want to tell the policemen across this nation, once this matter goes down, it will get back to you. There is a reason why Talam, who was the OCS for Central Police Station, is the one that is still in remand. And the people who give him the order are still sleeping in the comfort of their homes. So even this one, we shall move to court. And of course, Kipto will be found to be in contempt of court, and you bear personal responsibility. It is not a blanket condemnation. You shall just take orders, because these orders have not been communicated formally. Nothing has been written by Murkomen. It's just been called and spoken to, I think, in Malaga, and told, so don't release this person. And the last question, we have not even been allowed to see the Honorable John Kaguchia. Again, is a right of an accused person who is in custody to first meet their lawyer. The lawyers are here. they have not been able to see the Honorable John Kaguchia. You have a right to be seen by your friends and your relatives. He has not. He's not in jail. He's just being held here so that he can be produced in court. So we have a right to also see him. So we don't know whether he has eaten. We don't know whether he's sick. We don't know whether he's speaking. We don't know what is happening to the Honorable John Kaguchia. We have not been able to see him. The OCS says that we can't see him. It's like, I mean,
your final thoughts because of time.
You know, Article 49 provides for the right for arrested persons under the Constitution. Earlier, Kaguchia has been denied access to his advocates. That violation of Article 49(1) already. Now he's already been granted by court order. This is not a police bond. This is a bond by the court itself. It's an order. He's been given that. That is still under the same Article 49. And we come here to get the Honorable Kaguchia released, and that is violation. So today alone, Article 49 has been violated in this country. And when we are a country of law, we hear the president himself keeps talking about law. Murkomen keeps talking about law. When you have a court order here, you cannot follow it. So we are either one thing or the other. Either we are a country of no laws, and that is why goonism and all these kind of things are happening, or we agree that we are a country of laws and you release the Honorable Kaguchia now. Now, not tomorrow. Not It is very simple. It is very simple. And we are telling Murkomen, as we told him yesterday, his job is law. The issue of voting as what has annoyed him with regards to the people of Al-Kalau, which has caused him to arrest under the Kaguchia. The people of Al-Kalau made that decision. You cannot reverse it. So what we've seen today is clearly showing us that this country is heading to the north. And what Murkomen has done today, because we know he's instructed the OCS. Tomorrow, in the morning, the OCS, we are getting contempt orders. And the OCS is the one who will be spending the night in jail tomorrow evening.
And maybe, by the way, we can forgive William Ruto. Because, in a matter of a court order, the speciality of William Ruto is dealing with crops and plants. But this Murkomen is a lawyer. He understands the impact of a court order. This is too difficult for William Ruto to comprehend. He has dealt with he deals with what is his post? I think he deals with botany. So he deals with plants. He can't understand a court order. But at least Murkomen is a lawyer. He can be able to understand a court order. And he deals with the twigs and branches.
Kwanza kabisa napenda kukemea kwa sababu amri ya koti, ikiwa amri ya koti haiwezi kufuatiwa, inamaanisha nchi hii haiwezi kuongozwa. Vile ambavyo ningependa kusema ni kwamba tunakemea hili jambo, na OCS ambaye ni Kiptola Ngati anapaswa kuwa tayari amemwachilia huyu kiongozi ambaye anaitwa Kaguchia, kwa sababu mahakama imetoa amri